Hello, beautiful people. I hope y'all are doing great. This is going to be a review video. We are going to review Kalyug Raider Waite. This is a deck that has been created by Sonali Singh. She's the creator. This deck is very different from the usual decks that we have. It has 119 cards. Before we move towards the detailings, I would like to tell you that this is not any promotional video. I myself has purchased this deck, and after a lot of requests for a detailed review, I am here with a detailed review. Towards the end, I'll put in a clip that has every card, so you can see, you can flip through the cards and see how they are, how is the designing, how are the illustrations and everything. They are beautiful. There are 119 cards and beautifully designed. The vibes of this deck is amazing. One of the best decks I have come across. Yes, you heard it right. It is one of the best decks I have come across. Okay, let's open the box. I also have a small clip of how the unboxing happened. You all can go through that. This is a pamphlet that you will receive. I have stapled it and put a paper to it for my convenience. You can totally do as per what you like. This pamphlet has a number of cards with very short meanings. This is how it looks. It's a beautiful pamphlet, very good detailings. And here I've mentioned when did I purchase, because this deck is super dear to me. So I've just mentioned everything over here. And here is about the creator, Sonali Singh, and how she came up with the deck and everything, her journey. Okay, this is how the cards look like. So this is the back of the deck, very pretty. Yeah, so the size of these cards are slightly smaller than the usual Raider Waite. I think the idea behind that is, since there are a lot of cards, we have 78 in the other deck. This deck has 119. We wouldn't have been able to shuffle if the size was the usual one. So the idea of having the small size cards is great. Okay, they are easy to shuffle once you get a hang of it. They are very easy to shuffle. The energies of the deck is beautiful. You can see the back side. This is the front of the deck. I'll show a complete flip through video card wise, and then first we'll go with a major followed by minor. That will come towards the end. Now moving on to the box of the card. This is how it looks like. Very firm. And here it talks about how many cards are there, how many in total, and all the breakthrough, and a little about the creator, that is Sonali Singh. She is a tarot card reader, light worker, healer, a Wiccan, and the creator of this beautiful deck. She is from India, but I think born and brought up in Romania. And the best part about the creator of this deck is she is extremely soft spoken. The team is beautiful. One of the best people I have come across, and along with that, there are people who want you to focus on the meanings that you already know or the ones you already remember. But when it comes to her, she focuses on intuition. Even though she's made the card, she's given the meanings along. If you WhatsApp a hi to the team after you purchase the deck, they will send you back the meanings. She has given the pre-recorded versions, small ones. Of course, you can't expect too much detailing. So the team will send you that. There are few spreads also that they've mentioned, and very regularly on WhatsApp they keep updating some few spreads or some more knowledge about the deck or anything like that. The team is very professional. They are extremely helpful, very kind. Okay, so before we move towards the illustrations, I'd like to let you know that the deck is available on Amazon, or you can WhatsApp the team directly. They'll get in touch with you. They'll give you a little detailings. If you want to have any queries, they will solve it out. And the most important question, how much does the deck cost? I think I paid around 3,800 something. 366 was the price, followed by 150 shipping, and it was a super quick shipping. I requested for the deck in an afternoon, and within 48 hours I had the deck with me. So they are shipping from Delhi, I believe, and I'm in Mumbai, so I got it very easily. The packaging was beautiful. They will also send a small Buddha candle, and you can light it or you can keep it. They always say that you can light it for a better connectivity and intuition. That's totally up to you how you want to go about it. No force. Um, but the packaging was very nice, very sturdy, no harm to the deck, nothing as such. Okay, now moving on to how many cards does Major Arcana have. Major Arcana has 41 cards. Yes, you heard it right, it has 41 cards. Fool has 3 cards, Magician has 2, High Priestess has 2. In detail, we'll check every card. Now, next is Swords. Swords has 17 cards. Pentacles has 20 cards. They've mentioned all the cards with imagery and the names and the meanings here. Cups has 19 cards and Wands has 22 cards. So they've really given a lot of attention to Wands by giving 22 cards. Okay. A lot of detailing has been kept in mind of before preparing this deck. You can imagine the amount of detailing that they've put in. They've created 3 fools: the one who's listening to their stupid friends, the one who's actually taking somebody else's guidance and still using their brain, and the one who moves according to the era. That's Instagrammable life and stuff like that, and just taking a leap of faith without thinking much. So imagine how they've connected to every individual. Similarly, when I went through the Justice card, that was, I still remember, I was just shocked because they've mentioned so much in deep. All we tarot readers have a lot of problems during the love readings to understand why the person has entered their life, what is the reason. We keep pulling out a lot of cards, but here you won't face that problem. So the detailings, I think this such a deck can only be created after you have a very great experience in this field, and after you're somebody who notes down every small things. Only then you can create such a depth in the card. And even after creating the depth, the team is open to new things. Like, I remember one fine morning I got a message that from the team, a general message in the group, that um, if you all have any ideas for the new cards, you all can definitely share, and those will be gift to us. Since we've shared the ideas, we just have to pay the shipping. I mean, wow, after creating 119 cards, you are still willing to create more, and you're taking ideas from the fellow community. So that was a great feeling though. The last card of the Major Arcana is something that stole my heart completely. I'll just show you the card. So this is the last card of the Major Arcana, and this says, don't give a fuck to what people think. And to make this card, it must have taken a lot of courage and a lot of practical thought, because this is so good that the reader is mentioning, the creator of this deck is very clear that we no longer want to please people. Just be there for yourself, do what you feel is right, and get done with people pleasing. You no longer need to please people. So this is a beautiful card and I enjoyed reading this. Let's move to the illustrations of this particular deck. So the illustrations are completely more or the less based on the Raider Waite that we normally use. So it's going to be very easy to connect. Readers can connect to the deck very easily, very beautifully. The card quality, I liked it. I didn't have an issue. I have been regularly using. There is no damage to the card. The quality is great. As I mentioned, the size. This is the size. I don't have an issue with the size too. So there are 2 versions. One is a mini and one is a normal size. This is the one that I have, is a normal size. Mini is going to be, I think, somewhere half of it or something like that. But I chose a normal size. Moving on to flipping the cards. Let's see every card in detail now. Okay guys, let's begin with the flip through of Major Arcana. I'm starting with the Fool. Now the Fool here has 3 cards and all 3 are very different from each other. You may feel that they are same. No, they are not same. In the first one, we can see Hermit guiding the Fool, and the Fool is still looking a little upwards, meaning that they are going to still sit, introspect, and then take an action. Here, they are just embracing to what people are saying rather than using their own mind. You should hear what people say, then take your decision. But here, this Fool is not doing that. Here, this Fool is an overconfident buddy who will just do what their friends say or whatever they say and then will fall down. Now we have Magician. The first one is the Magician with the Chariot, who knows that in the world there is good and the bad. You have to know your own skills and then work accordingly. Now this second one knows a lot about themselves and they know their powers. How to do, what to do, they know everything about themselves. Moving on to High Priestess, we have 2 of them. One whose intuition is blocked because they are all about money, money, money. The second one knows good and bad. The second one knows to balance things and they can listen to their intuition. Okay. Moving on to Empress. Here, our traditional Empress is not just sitting on the couch and relaxing. Here, she is working hard to maintain her own work life. Basically, she is doing her own steps to have the same amount of lavish life or whatever you can say. Now here she is also taking guidance of the Empress. So here the Empress is taking steps for her improvement of her life to make her things better. So she is not just sitting, relaxing and chilling. She is actually doing things in her life. Okay, Emperor, we have 2 emperors again. Now in the Kalyug Raider Waite, the Emperor is no more the egoistic man. Here his ego is less and here he is listening to the people. He's taking steps according to the people. Here the Emperor in the second card is listening to a female energy or somebody whom they are very close. It is advisable not to listen so much. So there's a cat here if you pay attention. And if this card comes in like, okay, where is this coming from? Then it is not the Emperor who's speaking, but they are being manipulated by somebody else. This is what I have understood. Now here the Hierophant is in, looks more like a devil. So if you notice, we take everything on face value. This card talks about that. We listen to the influencers and we're like, oh, their life is real. Okay, if they're teaching me, they are really thinking our best. But you never know what is there in their mind. So here the Hierophant is no longer thinking about the people. They are being selfish and only thinking about their benefits. Very well thought card. Not everybody can understand initially, but with time you will understand. Now Lovers, as I mentioned earlier, they have 4 cards for Lovers. Here are these 4 cards. The idea of love has something devilish. It can be love. It's more like physical attraction, I would say. So as you can see, the devil here. So it talks about physical attraction being the reason behind love. Here, it could be materialistic thing that could be the reason of love. Here it talks that both are not being transparent. They are there with each other but still not sharing who originally they are. They know each other but they don't know their vulnerable sides. They don't know how the person is in real when they have tough times or whatever it is. So deep down secrets here are not being shared. Here for one partner the love is done and dusted. They have moved on but the other one is still sticking around. So one is done, the other one is not done in love. They feel the love is still present. So Lovers is amazing. 4 cards. Now we have the Chariot. Here they are talking about how a chariot is not being able to balance things. One side bicycle, one side bull. And here how there is balance and the good and the bad, and then they know how to move. So beautifully illustrated as well. Here again the chariot thing coming here with the strength. They know there are goods and there are bads, and that's how they're moving. Strength, we have 1 card only. Now moving on to Hermit. In the traditional deck, Hermit is going in a quiet zone, thinking and understanding. Here after they've understood, they are not going in a quiet zone, rather than they are doing their action and moving forward in life. Here the hermit understands that okay, every day is a new day. That's okay. I've understood what happened, what went wrong. Now let's begin. So beautifully illustrated again. The Wheel of Fortune, as I mentioned earlier, they believe in karma. Good days are coming, but you need to do good karma as well. You need to take actions. Okay. Here, judgment will be based on money. Money will play a major role. Here, the divine will do, the universe will do judgment. It might take time, but it will be in your favor. Okay. Here, take guidance from somebody. Take a small leap of faith. Here, you have to take somebody's guidance, go according to that, and then take a leap of faith. Both the hangman, you are stuck. Here, you need a little guidance and you're done. Here, you need a lot of guidance to take a leap of faith. This is what I have understood. Okay. Here, the death is in the form of the fool. It shows that they are being nice and good to you when they are coming towards you, but their plans are not very great. It can create in a lot of destruction. Here they are accompanying you, which is not that bad. Okay. For detailings, you can go through the pamphlet when you receive the deck, and you can watch the videos. Here the temperance is telling you, give only that much that if you don't receive, you do not hurt yourself. So you know what you're giving. Don't overdo. Try to balance your emotions. If you notice, they are pouring in from a mug to a glass. Okay, a bigger vessel to a so the mug here has a very tiny opening. This glass will not be able to pour back in this. So that's how they're trying to show that not necessary these efforts will come back to this one. Okay. The devil here. We have two cards again, beautifully designed. Here it talks that you know where you're getting into. Here it talks that you know the good and the bad. Take actions accordingly. Guys, please go through the pamphlet once you receive the deck. Here it talks that even things go bad, your own people will support you. Okay. Here it talks that things, even if they get bad, you will still come back stronger. So in Kalyug, the Tower card is not that bad as the traditional one. I mean, the intensity is much better. Star card, this card has got a little spoiled because I had misplaced this, but God's grace, I got it back. Now this talks about balance, and this also talks that you need to have a great mindset to manifest good things. Okay, here they very nicely mentioned the moon card. Here they've just closed their eyes, not even willing to see. So that's creating a lot of fear. So you need to come out of the fear to understand things better. Very beautifully designed again. Now we have 3 sun cards. You will get success, but in devilish ways. Maybe shortcuts, maybe whatever, but it's not going to be the right way. You will get success when you travel, and you will get success, but first you need to heal yourself. You need to understand yourself better. Take a break. Very nicely done. So this talks about judgment, past people coming back, something like Mercury retro. So here, if you want these people to come back to you, you have to take your own efforts. You can't be like, okay, God, please send them back. Please take your efforts and then expect them to come back to you. Okay. Now the world here, the last card in our traditional Raider Waite. Here, this is not the last card. It says that this circle cannot ever get complete. One after the other, you have things coming up. So this can never get complete. Please read the details from the pamphlet. I'm just giving you a small meaning. Now this is what I mentioned earlier also. This card tells you don't think about people pleasing. Just be happy with your own self. And do good, do right to you, and forget the people. I hope you've understood Major Arcana. I hope you've seen the cards and enjoyed it. Now we are moving to Swords. Guys, coming on to Swords, I think Swords has the least number of cards, that is 17, because it's a little negative suit. So let's see. What is it for swords? Ace, two of swords, two of swords. Somebody's opened their blindfold. Very good card. Three of swords, four of swords, five of swords, six of swords, seven of swords. I think this is also seven of swords again. Eight of swords. No, okay, so this was seven, this is eight of swords. This is nine of swords and 10 of swords. Okay. Now this is page, knight. See how he's falling. Queen. She's a better queen than the original one. And king. Okay, now let's complete the pentacle. This is ace of pentacle, where you're not valuing money. Your money is coming to you with a beautiful rainbow. Okay, all the meanings will be mentioned in the pamphlet once you receive. Just go through the illustrations once. Now, four of pentacles has three cards. This is the second card and this is the third card. Okay. This is five of pentacle. Six of pentacle, a very meaningful card. Seven, again, beautiful card. Eight, amazing. Eight of pentacle. Nine of pentacle. 10. Page. Queen. King. Yeah. So this is not queen, actually this is a knight. We have a queen here, my bad. So this is how the pentacle was. We have about 20 pentacles in the minor arcana. Okay, so let's begin with cups, that is emotions, overdoing of emotions. Somebody is giving more, somebody is giving less. Equal amount of emotions being shared. Party not able to listen, doing their own. Betrayal, sad about it. Somebody is lagawing nazar. Somebody is being a third wheel. Too many options, but you're selecting. Not getting rid of the past. Crying over it. Being too comfortable, not taking any more steps. Things have gone bad, but your family is still with you. Being into dark things, I feel. Now this is being into dark things, being trapped. True love card, both are giving and taking equally. She's khud mein, she doesn't need anybody, she's a queen. Having too many options, again same thing. They have a good life, but they focus somewhere else. So this was all about cups. Sorry, taking it fast, you can slow it down, watch it at a slow speed and see each card nicely. Okay, now we are here with wands. It has the maximum number of cards, that is 22. Let's have a nice flip through. Ace of wands, two of wands, again two of wands with a lot of stress. Three of wands, asking you to fly high. Three of wands, amazing passion. Four of wands, you're really enjoying. Four of wands, again there's a lot of stress. Five, there's guidance. Six, a lot of illusions around your success. Very short-lived success. Six, a great success. Seven, there's a lot of charm that is coming through. Seven again. You trying to balance. Eight, quick things. 9, feeling lonely. 10 has 3 cards. A lot of stress. A lot of stress because of a lot of options. A lot of stress because of the betrayal. Okay, now this is page. You may feel both of them are very similar. No, they are not similar. Page here just has a wand here, while the knight here has a horse. So when you are doing the reading, when you do very often, you'll understand the difference. Okay. So this is page, this is knight, this is queen, amazingly designed. This is again another queen, and this is the king. So this was all about it. Now, since you all have seen the flip through, if you have any more questions, you can comment below and share this video with your friends. This is one of my videos have gone this really long. I normally don't do such videos, but trust me, this deck has my heart. I feel over the time I will only be using this deck and no other deck. I have about 40 to 50 decks, and when I am working with this deck, I don't see any other deck. Meaning the love for this deck is immense. Okay, how can you practice? So what I did is, again, use a lot of your intuition. I have just started doing that. Do not focus on rote learning and use a lot of your intuition. That's what even Sonali ma'am tells everybody who's a part of the group. This is the book I maintained. I have written all the meanings. You can do it too. This is how I have understood the cards. You also will have to work hard. But every penny you spend on the deck, every hard work you do on this deck is totally worth it. Just don't do random pulls and you will be like, everything is going all above my head. No. You have to work hard to get better. Okay, so there is one thing that I forgot to mention about this deck is why should you buy this deck? This deck is very detailed. Even when I have done readings from this deck, it very instantly gives you the detailed answer you are waiting for. Very limited cards and you get a depth reading, a proper in-depth reading. The vibes of the cards are great. And if you ask me why you should not buy this deck, see, if you're somebody who's not willing to put in efforts, if you're not willing to put in money, you'll be like, okay, I get Raider Waite for 500,000 rupees. Why should I invest 2,000 or 4,000? Then please don't, I would say don't compare two things. It's not right. It's not a good idea to compare. Efforts that the creator has put in, the results that the deck is giving is great. Yeah, so if you want in-depth readings, please invest in the deck. Also invest your time in practicing the deck. It's going to give amazing results. So before I get queries, can beginners buy this deck? You can absolutely buy this deck because you will not have to pull out a lot of cards, and in very limited cards you're going to get amazing detailings. Like when I do my live readings, people are really shocked, and those meaning that depth I could not get from the other deck. So yeah, beginners can buy. People who have been in this field for really long, just buy this deck. So do I recommend this deck? Absolutely. Am I in love with this deck? Yes, I am. I want to have all the sizes of this deck. The matte version, the small mini size, whatever they come out with. I want to be the first person to buy. I am so much in love with the deck. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked. If you have any queries, do let me know.